Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to be participating in the Christmas in July DIY hosted by the lovely and talented Deveda Lane. Please head over to her channel and check her out. She is such a lovely and multi-talented lady. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy my Christmas in July DIY. Thanks so much for watching. The supplies you will need will be some empty vegetable cans. You'll need large, medium, and small so you can stagger them. You'll need a large tin lid from one of the cans. You'll need a base for the snowman. I used a Dollar Tree silver tray. You'll also need some paint. You'll need some orange acrylic paint for the snowman nose. You'll need some white spray paint for the snowman's body and black for his top hat. You will also need a clothespin and some embellishments of your choice. You'll also need some Mod Podge and glitter and some styrofoam balls, assorted sizes. You'll need a paintbrush and scissors or snips. Also gather a few small pebbles from your yard and some twigs. First, spray paint your pieces. We're going to start with the hat. You'll paint that black. Then we'll paint the snowman pieces white. Allow those to dry once you've covered them. Next, we're going to work on the snowman while we wait for those to dry. We're going to snip the ends of the clothespins to form the snowman nose. You might have to break them if the scissors or snips do not work for you. I found that it was easier to just pop it. And there you go. Next, we're going to glue the two ends together to form the snowman's nose. Just run a bead of hot glue and then place the other one simply together, and you have his little nose. Looks like a little carrot once we paint it. And that's just what we're going to do now. Doesn't take a whole lot, and this paint dries very quickly. But once you've covered the little clothespin nose, you can see that it's so cute. Next, we're going to take our glitter and our Mod Podge, and we are going to cover our styrofoam balls that we're going to be using for snowballs, and we are going to cover the twigs in Mod Podge because we're going to add glitter to each of these to give a snowy effect to the snowman. Get it all covered with glue, or Mod Podge rather, and set it aside. And we're going to do our assorted sizes in snowballs. Put a good coat of Mod Podge on them. And we're going to, after we get them good and covered, we're going to add our glitter. We want it all over each piece, so when the light hits, it just glistens like the snow. Next, after our outside pieces have dried, we're going to bring them in and we're going to assemble our hat first. Just run a bead of glue around the edge of the can and then simply place it on the lid. And try to have it centered as much as possible. And you can perfectly see it is a cute little hat. Next, we're going to assemble the snowman. We'll set the base and take the large can, run a bead of glue around the outside edge, and completely cover the bottom of the edge. And once we have that done, we are going to just simply place that on our tray. Give it a good press down, and there you go. Then we're going to do the same thing for the middle can, the medium can. Simply place it on top and give it a little push, and there you go. And this is our snowman. He's really starting to take shape. We're going to run a bead of glue around the top and give the hat a little firm push down and let it hold. And there we go. He's so cute. Now it's time to add his little face. These are where we will use the little pebbles. We're going to start with his eyes. I think this is just the cutest little thing. He almost looks like the one on my shirt. And then we're going to add his nose. Run a bead of glue and then simply press onto the can. And you can see him getting his own little personality. And do the same with his little mouth. Simply repeat, glue in little pebbles until you see a great big snowman smile. He's so cute. Then we're going to I chose the red raffia. I just thought he needed a pop of color. So I measured around the base of his neck, and I'm going to glue his little raffia scarf onto his little neck. And you might have to work with this just a little bit. The edges do come apart some, but if you keep gluing and you keep trying and trim off a few edges, it will finally come together. And then I'm going to take a little more raffia and just tie a little bow. And just give him a cute little bow. And I'm going to glue this on with some hot glue. And then I'm just simply going to trim the edges. Now it's time to add his little buttons or his little coal down his little front. Just add a little bit of hot glue to a pebble and put it right down the center. I'm going to put 3. Now it's time to add his little arms. Just put a little bit of glue at the end of the twig. And I found that it's easier to let it rest on the top of the middle can. It makes it really sturdy. And his little arms become quite strong, as you'll see in just a minute, because I'm going to take one of the snowballs and place it right on his little hand. And there it is. Now I'm simply going to take and put a little hot glue on each of the snowballs and just run those around the base of the tray. Then I'm going to take a piece of jute twine and just measure it out and cut it, and then simply put a little bit of hot glue on there and glue it onto the brim of his hat. I just think it's adding a little bit of color to his hat, breaking up the black, and just adding a little bit of country charm to him. And he's so cute. I love him. Next, I'm going to add some Mod Podge to his hat. And I'm going to start at the top and then just come around until I get it a good base all over his hat. And once I have it completely covered, I am going to put some glitter on there to make it all nice and shiny. Looks like he's been kissed by the snow. Give him a good dusting. And he is all done. Once again, I want to thank the lovely and talented Deveda Lane for this open invitation of this Christmas in July DIY. Thanks so much for watching.